living proof. This is the place, this is the vibe. Comics fans, bring it alive. Comics fans, we're taking flight. Lights go down, we burn so bright. From page to screen, we own the night. Comics fans, Twitch unite. Follow now, comics fans, we ride.
Hey, g'day, everyone. What's going on? I hope you're all having a super Sunday today. We are going to be doing some more Marvel Snap today again, because drops are still going on. But DC Comics dropped their October previews today. So we're going to react to those. And hopefully they're not filled with to be revealed at San Diego Comic-Con like half of Marvel's were, which was really fucking annoying. So yeah, so we're going to take a look at DC's previews, and then we'll do some more Snap. Before we do that, Marvel anniversaries. There's a bunch today. All right. So, out of the way. Right. Marvel anniversaries for July 26th. We've got the Modular Man in 1977. The Minions of Menace in 1977. Teutonax in 77. Roman Nekobo that didn't get a cover in 83. Selene in 83. Lady Killer in 88. Sticks and Stone in 88. Hotwire in 94. As well as Miho Makashi that didn't get a cover in 94. Howler as well as Scythe, Typhoon and Axis that didn't get covers in 2000. The Administrator, plus The Watchtower, The Scourge, Geronimo Crow, Cargo, Hardwire, and Shooter that all didn't get covers in 2000. The Host Rider in 2017. The Ashen Combine, including City Smith, as well as The Impossible City that didn't get a cover in 2023. Father Pike, who didn't get a cover in 2023. Dimitri and Aiko in 2023. As well as Mousepool and Catpool in 2024. Also, hi, Dragons. Okay, so that all worked. Good. Okay. Let's go to here. All right. Once again, big thanks to AIPT Comics for collating this information and presenting it to us. I will link those in chat. There you go. So yes, big thanks to them for getting this and putting it into a digestible format. This is DC Comics full October 2026 previews. New Index Level number 1s and Bad Seeds finale. All right, let's get into it.
Lizard.
This looks like Legion of Superheroes. Hey, Puppet, not Lizard, Legion of Superheroes. Yep, that's Saturn Girl. Yeah, this is Legion. Yep, Lightning Lad, Cosmic Boy, Brainiac 5. Oh, I'm excited for this new series. Legion of Superheroes, Issue 2, written by Joshua Williamson. Art and cover by Hayden Sherman. Variants by John Boy Myers, Alex Ekman, Lorne, Yasmin Putri, and Hayden Sherman. And let's get the music background. All right. Yes, the new future of the DC Universe continues as the Persuaders are hot on the trail of RJ Brand's murderer. Will Brainiac, 1 of 5, and Matter Eater Lad solve the case before they're forced to join the ranks of the enemy? Lightning Lad takes on a new trainer in his quest to be a superhero, but what happens when he learns that in order to be a great superhero, you must have a great supervillain? Witness the unexpected creation of a new kind of Legion and be prepared to get shocked. So it sounds like they're rebooting the Legion's origins. G'day, Juan. Have a great Sunday too, mate. Yeah, it sounds like they're doing a reboot of the Legion of Superheroes. So I guess, you know, we'll have to wait and see. But I kind of miss the original Legion, the old Legion. All right, this looks like Darkseid. There's Darkseid there. There's the new gods: Big Barda, Mr. Miracle, Orion, Calabac. That is. Yep, that's what we use for the thumbnail because that's a sick piece of art. Also a cool cover. Also a cool cover. Holy shit. Also a cool cover. Wow. DC All-In Saga, Darkseid versus the World #1. Written by Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson. Art by Sanford Green and Yasmin Putri. Cover by Sanford Green. Variants by Mark Spears, Harvey Fernandez, Anthony Marks. And a foil cover by Juan Ferreira. Is this a one-shot? This is 48 pages. That's usually a one-shot. The ultimate anti-life in the universe has been at the heart of the DC All-In Saga since its beginning, and while the King Omega battle has been won by the forces of good, the war against Darkseid has only just begun. Comic superstars Scott Snyder and Sanford Green present the hidden past of the being called Uxus? His descent into Darkseid. Oh wait, that's Darkseid's real name. And his plans for the fate of all creation. I didn't know that. It's DC Premier's villain as you've never seen him before by the biggest names in comics in DC All-In Saga, Darkseid versus the World. All right, I might get this because, yeah, I honestly didn't know that was Darkseid's original name. I always thought Darkseid was just Darkseid. So this must be Uxus, baby Darkseid. All right, yeah, so keyed for that one. Sorry, yawning again. All right. Ooh, this is the demon. Etrigan the demon. That's a cool cover. That's a cool cover. That's also a cool cover. Jeez, they're friggin' hitting it with the cool covers this month. God damn. That's another one. Gone the form of man. Rise the demon Etrigan. That's it. Oop, new series. Hopefully it's an ongoing. Yep, 32 pages. Looks like it's an ongoing. And they don't say like one of whatever. Nice. Written by James Harron, art by James Harron, cover by James Harron, variants by Daniel Warren Johnson, Michael Walsh, and Hayden Sherman, and John McCree, and James Harron. And a blank sketch. The world is infested with a darkness it cannot see. Beasts from hell feast on humanity's soul. Enter Jason Blood, a man alive too long, witness to centuries of hell's victories. A wanderer with a shattered mind and a split soul, following the mute face, a lost wizard tortured by a voice from hell. Can Jason Blood protect our world and save his soul? Will the demon Etrigan rise again? Superstar writer-artist James Harron creates a brand new epic starring the mightiest demon of them all. I've always liked Etrigan. I'd be keen to check this one out, actually. Yep, I'd be very keen to check that one out. Hey, Jonah Hex! Jonah Hex is back as well. God damn. Jonah Hex. Anyone remember the movie? I actually didn't mind the movie. I didn't think the movie was that bad. Jonah Hex and the Shadow of Death #1 of 6. So it's miniseries. Written by Michael Walsh, art and cover by Michael Walsh, variants by Brian Bolland, Julian Totino Tedesco, Javier Rodriguez, Hayden Sherman, and Brian Bolland. The foil variant as well. Welcome to the end of the Wild West. Welcome to the quiet life of a broken down bounty hunter whose own story, one of bloodshed, pain, and guilt, ended long ago, or so he thought. In a small town called Ashcott, something evil has arrived. Something more dangerous than a gunslinger, more sinister than an outlaw, and older than the town it seeks to infect. Something from a world beyond the only one its victims have ever known. Something darker. Unfortunately for that evil, Jonah Hex has taken notice, not just of the otherworldly entities surrounding his home, or the child with mysterious abilities they seek to capture, but also of the chance to finally redeem himself. Join Master of Horror Michael Walsh as he begins a terrifying new era of DC's most infamous bounty hunter. That's sick. Hey, Zeros. Always liked Jonah Hex. Always thought he was a very cool character. So cool to see that they're bringing him back. Doom Patrol? Yeah, Doom Patrol. Elastigirl, Robot Man. Yep. It's the negative. Definitely Doom Patrol. Oh, issue 2. Oh. Written by Darcy Van Polgeest. Art and cover by Nico Henrichon. Variant covers Q Yong Eum, Eric Kneat, and Pete Woods. Doom Patrol's latest hearing for hire gig has brought Robot Man, Elastigirl, and Negative Man face to face with a massive UFO and its strange and rather gloopy inhabitants. Now, as Negative Man breaches the minds and memories of these alien invaders, he finds himself digging into the Doom Patrol's past and future, and the mysterious young girl seems to be intrinsically connected to both. Thank you, Seribot. Hey. Did I watch the movies? Which movies? The Jonah Hex one? I watched the original Jonah Hex. I didn't think it was too bad.
Lizard.
Hey, Naki. Yeah, was there another one? I saw the first one. I didn't know that there was a sequel. At least I don't think I saw a sequel. Wait. I thought it was only the one movie. With what's her face? Megan Fox and Josh Brolin as Jonah Hex. Yeah, and John Malkovich was in it too. It was a good movie. I like that one. You think there was two? I don't think there was. Was there a sequel to the Jonah Hex movie? No, there was not. It was a major box office and critical failure. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. Yeah. Hey, Naki, how you doing? There's more. When all is revealed, the Doom Patrol may never be the same again. Award-winning writer Darcy Van Polgeest and superstar artist Nico Henrichon continue the next level adventures of the world's strangest heroes. And then we get, this is Titans, Teen Titans with Red Hood. Red Hood leading, Teen Titans issue 2, written by Kyle Higgins, art and cover by Daniel Di Nicuolo. Variant covers Harvey Fernandez, Bernard Chang, Dexter Soy. After rejecting an offer from Nightwing, the next generation of the Teen Titans have chosen Red Hood as their mentor, but does the harrowed former boy wonder have what it takes to control these impulsive heroes of tomorrow? Clock is ticking to save their missing friend as the kids take their team out of the chat rooms and onto the streets of Seattle for their first stakeout and attempt to infiltrate Ascend. What thing? No, Dead Man. That's sick. Yep, Dead Man issue 5, written by W. Maxwell Prince, art and cover by Martin Morazzo. Variant covers Harvey Fernandez. He's doing a lot of variants. Harvey Fernandez is doing a lot of heavy lifting this month. Torrent Clark and Chloe Brailsford. In this loving ode to an occult classic comic, the Dead Man finds himself flung to one of a few feasible futures in which the forward march of Earth's phantoms has fallen off for good. That's a lot of Fs. Boston Brand, Human Once More, must survive a strange sojourn through a soulless tomorrow, featuring the freakiest ever futuristic takes on a few familiar faces belonging to the DC's phantasmagorial foothold. Lot of Fs. Soldier on, Photon Stranger, through the psycho-spiritual swamp that is the Grr 33N. The Grr 33N. Also, did you guys see Marvel announced a new Ghost Rider movie with Ryan Gosling in the lead? Nothing failed harder than Masters of the Universe. Didn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, I know it's on Prime. I just don't have a Prime sub right now. This has got to be Lobo. Yep. Lol. Thought Skeletor was great. I thought Skeletor looked awesome in the trailers. Lobo issue 8, written by Scotty Young. Art and cover by Jorge Corona. Variant covers Derek Chu, Scott Govlevsky, and Aletha Martinez. Oh my guardians, what have I allowed to happen? A weeping man once whispered these words to an unfeeling universe, and the universe answered, Doom, Doom, you are the unhappy midwife to the serpent of Zarnia, and all the blood he spills henceforth is on your hands. His power was taken, his title is fellowship, but he'd made an oath, no evil shall escape my sight. Unrelentingly, unstoppably, unbelievably, Francis Daleks would become the last man to kill Lobo for the last time at last. What on earth? No evil shall escape my sight. That's a Green Lantern oath. That's the Green Lantern oath. Oh yeah. I watched the new Lanterns trailer. It actually has me kind of excited for the show now. Way better than the first trailer. And it also has a little cameo by a certain gardener in it as well. Yeah. The first Lanterns trailer, I was like, what the fuck is this? This most recent Lanterns trailer, I'm like, okay, now this is starting to look more like it, right? We got Sinestro, we got Guy Gardner, you know. Yeah. I'm actually kind of keen for this show now. Marvel announced Ghost Rider with Ryan Gosling. They also announced Black Panther 3 with a new Black Panther. I can't remember the actor's name. But he's a kind of short dude. He just doesn't look very Black Panther-y, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. So yeah, new Ghost Rider, new Black Panther. Deathstroke the Terminator by the looks. Yep, that's Deathstroke. David Nakayama and his color covers. Deathstroke the Terminator issue 8, written by Tony Fleeks, art and cover Carmine Di Giandomenico, variants by David Nakayama and Siba Fiumara. DC's deadliest assassin, Slade Wilson, isn't taking orders anymore. No longer a killer for hire, but still very much a killer. Deathstroke prowls the dark shadows, licking his wounds and looking for his next victim. Meanwhile, Slade's ex, Adeline, is making it known to the Merchants of Death that she's taken over the Deathstroke business and promises that the contract murders will continue without interruption. It looks like they took the cartoon and carbon copied it. It just felt way too camp. It was intentionally camp. From my understanding, they intentionally wanted to make it camp. It was meant to be a tongue-in-cheek homage to the cartoon. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be like a serious movie, and that's kind of why I was interested in watching it. All right, and then we get, Barbara Gordon breakout. Yep. Barbara Gordon breakout, issue 6, written by Mariko Tamaki, art by Pablo M. Collar, cover by Carl Kerschel, variant covers Babstar, Marshall Toledano Vargas, and Charlie Adlard. 2 new allies from Barbara's time with the Birds of Prey, also imprisoned in Supermax, hatch a daring plan to save her, but they better hurry because she's been accused of murder. And just as things hit a boiling point, Vandal Savage sends one of Gotham's most dangerous investigators to put an end to the chaos at the prison. And then we get Zatanna. New issue of Zatanna. DC's got some fucking banger covers this month. God damn. Zatanna 7, written by Jamal Campbell, art by Yasmin Putri, cover by Jamal Campbell, variants David Tulaski, Javier Rodriguez, and Riley Rossmo. In search of revenge, the ghostly vampire puts her plans into motion and drags Zatanna into a fight with a ruthless new foe that threatens to push the Prime Magus to the brink. Blood will be spilled, blood will be consumed, and blood ties will be revealed. You get that? Just didn't work for you? That's fair. I might enjoy it, but you just didn't? Yeah, I definitely want to see it. Firestorm? Yes, Fury of Firestorm 7. That is a awesome cover. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, it's got to be Firestorm. Really, really, like I said, banger covers from DC this month. Holy shit. Fury of Firestorm 7, written by Jeff Lemire, art and cover by Raphael Delatorre, variants by Nimit Malavia, Martin Simmons, and Alex Ekman Lawn. Issue 7 of 8, so one issue left to go after this. The dust settles after the explosive climax in Pittsburgh, and Firehawk is left to pick up the pieces and answer questions from the Justice League. Can Lorraine explain Ronnie's actions, and just what does this mean for the future of Firestorm? Then we get, looks like Absolute Wonder Woman. Yes. Absolute Wonder Woman 25, written by Kelly Thompson, art and cover Hayden Sherman, variant covers Terry Dodson, Mark Brooks, Babstar, Brian Hitch, Alexander Lozano, and a blank. Wait, Showcase variant cover is $24.99. What? $25 for a single cover? That's got to be a typo. The world-shaking Heretic arc kicks into a new gear as Diana's search for Barbara Minerva comes to a bloody end in a milestone oversized issue. Do not miss the debut of the devastating Absolute Cheetah. She's not quite what anyone expected, which is the only way Barbara Minerva would have it. Yeah, that definitely looks kind of crazy. That's the Absolute Cheetah. And then we get Absolute Superman. Another awesome cover. Like, holy crap. Absolute Superman 24, written by Jason Aaron, art by Juan Ferreira, cover by Rafa Sandoval. Variants by Mitch Gerads, Juan Ferreira, and Carlo Pagulian. Yet Brainiac continues as Superman enlists a new ally in his search for his most fiendish foe, but if the man known as Steel is going to join the fight, he's going to need a new suit of armor. That looks like the Atom. That looks like Booster Gold. Oh no. That's Absolute Flash. Okay, it looked like Booster Gold. Absolute Flash number 20, written by Jeff Lemire, art by Haining, cover by Nick Robles, variants Derek Chu, Marcio Takara, and Ryan Benjamin. After his near-death experience in Iron Heights, the Flash is taken into the subatomic realm of Ray Palmer, aka the Absolute Atom, but the Atom is not the only new hero Wally's about to encounter, as another major DCU character makes his absolute debut. And then we get Absolute Green Lantern. Another great cover. Like, goddamn. Absolute Green Lantern 19, written by Al Ewing, art and cover by Janoy Lindsay, variant covers Mateus Mananini, Giuseppe Camancoli, and Steve Scrose. As Joe and her Green Lantern Corps head home from the war, Cameron Chase is readying a bombshell of her own, the Manhunter File. What was the OSS Section Argent, and what terrible secret did it learn about what waits beyond reality? For a year and a half, we've piled on the questions. It's time for answers. Absolute Catwoman. Right. It's a pretty interesting costume design for it too. Absolute Catwoman number 4, written by Scott Snyder and Che Grayson, art and cover by Bengal, variant covers Marcio Takara, Dustin Nguyen, and Is Star A Works. 125 ratio variant covered by Riley Rossmo. Selena Kyle and the Calicos join forces for one last heist to find the yarn before Cassandra Cain and the League of Shadows do. With their futures hanging in the balance, it'll require more than just top-of-the-line gear to get their hands on the world's most powerful supercomputer. Then we get Absolute Green Arrow. Awesome covers again. That's awesome. That's In-Hyuk Lee, right? Yeah. Yeah, wow. Absolute Green Arrow, number 6 of 12. The Green Lantern from Stargirl is the current Green Lantern. No, that was the Absolute Green Lantern, Joe Mullane. Yeah, that's from the Absolute universe, which is different. Absolute Green Arrow 6, written by Pornsak Pichetshote. I'm probably butchering this name. Art and covers by Raphael Albuquerque, variant covers Gerald Perel, Ian Jukley, and lyrics and Nimit Malavia. Green Arrow, Black Canary, Solomon Grundy, Hector Hammond. Their paths violently converge in a bloody finale one of them won't walk away from, as the identity of the Green Arrow killer is finally revealed. But it's only the first of many surprising revelations as the stage is set for the next audacious chapter in the saga of the newly extended Absolute Green Arrow. So yeah, so it was going to be a 6-issue mini. Now they've extended it to being a 12-issue. Just finished watching Stargirl. I haven't seen it. So. Oh, this is the end to the Bad Seeds event. I think, yep. Batman Bad Seeds, Streets of Gotham #1, written by Matt Fraction and Mariko Tamaki, art by Brian Ching, Gretel Lusky, Steve Lieber, and others, cover by Harvey Fernandez, variants by Dustin Nguyen, Javier Rodriguez, and Kyung Eom. As the chaos of Bad Seeds erupts across Gotham City and the Bat family races against daylight, the citizens of Gotham City must endure the threats of Poison Ivy's Super Bloom on their own. Join Eisner Award-winning writers Matt Fraction and Mariko Tamaki as they tell 6 street-level tales of fear, courage, and perseverance, starring everyday people who must learn what it means to be a hero with or without a cape. I think I started watching it and fell off because it was pretty slow. I do remember watching the first episode or two. Is this Batgirl? Looks like Batgirl. Oh no. Gotham General. Batman Bad Seeds, Gotham General 2, written by Greg Rucka, art and cover by Rosa Ekedal, variant covers Harvey Fernandez, Mitch Gerads, Corin Clark. A hero is delivered to the ED on death's door. Daster calls the mask protocol, then the Tukos arrive. Award-winning writer Greg Rucka and artist sensation Rosa Ekedal continue taking the doctors and staff of Gotham Central through the night of their lives. As the city falls, Gotham General will rise. And then we have here, is that Victor Zsasz? Gotham Central, issue 2, Bad Seeds. Written by Christopher Cantwell, art and cover by Jacob Phillips, variants by Martin Simmons, Mike Perkins, Torrent Clark. Trapped on the last operational subway out of Gotham City, officers Gordon and Espanova Anarchy, Dr. Annika Zeller, and private investigator Harvey Bullock, PI Harvey Bullock, he's not with the GCPD anymore, find themselves at each other's throats in a deadly pressure cooker situation with none other than Mr. Zsasz. It is Victor Zsasz at its center. If that wasn't bad enough, outside the train is a horde of flesh-eating plant monstrosities. Can the motley crew manage to find a way safely without killing each other first? That's another cool cover. God damn. What is Victor Freeze up to? Batman issue 14. Written by Matt Fraction, art and cover by Matteo Scalera, variants by Dan Mora, Dustin Nguyen, Ryan Sook, and David Aja. Foil variant by Dan Mora, and a spot foil variant by Kyung Eom, and a Clayface movie variant by Jim Lee, and a Kingdom Come variant by Dustin Nguyen. What is going on? Hang on. It's fucking cold here today. All right. As the night wears on and the threat of dawn looms, Batman must search for answers from the one man capable of stopping Ivy and the Bloom. Elsewhere, Verity Pennyworth must defend the manor from all manner of threats, and they're about to discover they picked the wrong house to mess with. Nice. This has to be issue of Poison Ivy, right? That's a cool cover. God damn. That's a trippy cover. Holy shit. Issue 49. Can't believe a Poison Ivy solo series is about to hit issue 50. That is wild. Marvel would never. Written by G. Willow Wilson, art by Alex Lins, cover by Jessica Fong, variant covers Nubovich, Dan Mora, and Manny Vincent Carbanilla, and Stepan Sejic. Things seem pretty good for Pamela Isley for a time there. Too bad the tables have turned. Now Poison Ivy finds herself stripped of all her power and trapped in a city where she's public enemy #1. Can she make it out of Gotham alive, or is this the end of her once and for all? Find out in the penultimate chapter of the Bad Seed saga. Are they going to kill off Ivy in issue 50? Trippy. All right. New issue of Harley Quinn. Lol. Issue 67, written by Elliot Callan, art by Carlos Oliveras, cover by Bailey Rosenlund. Variant covers David Nakayama, Terry Dodson, Rachel Dodson, Derek Chu, Stepan Sejic. Oh no. So, for those that are unaware, the lore is Harley Quinn writes her own comic books solicitation copy. Hey, look, 6'7", 6'7", see, I can be hip, I got layers, I'm nuanced. Speaking of which, it's about time that I have a long overdue heart-to-heart with the love of my life, Poison Ivy. All that's standing between us is a city-sized jungle full of Swamp Thing's prehistoric cousins. Good thing I brought my trusty Harley machete. Saddle up, buckaroo, I gotta get my Pammy, and you're coming with me. Lol. Batman teaming up with Mr. Freeze. And Mr. Freeze? Question? That's trippy. Detective Comics, issue 1114. Written by Tom Taylor, art by Jeff Spokes, cover by Mikkel Janin, variant covers Dan Mora, Marguerite Savage, David Nakayama, Bjorn Behrens. As dawn and the imminent destruction that daylight will bring approaches in Gotham City, Batman finds himself out of options. There's only one hope left to save his city, and it lies with the cold, calculating Mr. Freeze. Now shoulder to cold shoulder with one of his greatest foes, the Cape Crusader must fight his way across Gotham in one last desperate attempt to save the city. Batgirl? Catwoman. That's cute. Like that cover. Catwoman 92. Speaking of milestone issues, Catwoman's about to hit issue 100. Written by Torin Gronbeck, art by Danilo Bayreuth, cover by Sibu Fuyamara, variant covers Masao Takara, Charlie Adlard, Chloe Brailsford, and David Nakayama. Catwoman's one-woman mission through the verdant wastes of Gotham City continues as she finds herself as the unlikely protector of a solitary, lost innocent amidst the carnage and chaos. I think it's about time they revamped Elektra. Jennifer Garner was a great Elektra, but I think the character can be reimagined in a darker way. Probably. A new issue of Batwoman. That's a cool cover. I like that one. Batwoman 8, written by Greg Rucka, art and cover by Dani. Variant covers Stepan Sejic, Javi Fernandez, David Nakayama. In the Cathedral of St. Dumas, the members of a GCPD Tuco squad think that they're about to kill Batwoman, score a victory for Vandal Savage, and make themselves rich in process. This is Batgirl. That is a wild cover. Holy shit. Batgirl 24, written by Tate Bromble, art by Takeshi Miyazawa, cover by David Talaski, variants by W. Scott Forbes and Q Young Eom. It's a lone bat and cub as Batgirl must race across a dangerous Gotham City transformed by the super bloom to deliver a sick infant to Gotham General. Meanwhile, Tenji and Jalia are left behind to defend Barbao's noodle shop from the plant creature stalking the streets. With a surprise cameo, the high-stakes Batman Bad Seeds epic continues. Here. Nightwing. Good old days. Or is it... Yeah, it's Nightwing. That's cool cover. Good lord. Nightwing issue 143, written by Dan Waters, art by David Lapham, cover by Jorge Fornes. Variants Riley Rosmo, Sibu Fuyamara, David Nakayama, Raphael Albuquerque. With Robin by his side and the plants of Bad Seed spreading throughout Gotham City, Nightwing realizes an old foe is attempting to use this night's chaos to settle a grudge. But with so much water under the bridge, can the two boy wonders still work together as they used to, or are the good old days really gone for good? That's a wild cover. Damn. It's the Bad Seeds finale. Sunrise, yeah. Batman Bad Seeds Sunrise, #1. Written by Matt Fraction, G. Willow Wilson. Art and cover by Giuseppe Camuncoli and Cliff Rathburn. Variants by Dan Mora, Marcio Takara, Stepan Sejic, Matteo Scalera. And a foil by Dan Mora. At sunset, Poison Ivy unleashed an attack that transformed Gotham City into a prehistoric nightmare. If she isn't stopped by the first light of dawn, the city will be lost forever, along with all who dwell there. With the clock ticking, Batman and his allies will put all on the line to save the day before everything changes forever at sunrise. The superstar creative team of Matt Fraction, G. Weller Wilson, Giuseppe Camuncoli, and Cliff Rathburn proudly present the earth-shattering conclusion to Batman Bad Seeds in an oversized special that shows the only thing more impossible to survive than this night in Gotham is the day. Dun, dun, dun. Superman The Wedding Album 30th Anniversary Special. Written by Dan Jurgens, Rainbow Rowell, Louise Simonson, and Carl Kiesel. Art by Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, Sean Tormey, John Bogdanov, and Tom Crummett. With cover by Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway. Variants by Art Germ, Terry Dodson, Joshua Middleton. 30 years ago, the Man of Steel married the incomparable Lois Lane after crawling his way back from death at the hands of Doomsday, revealing his greatest secret and surviving a parade of nefarious wedding crashes. The couple lived happily ever after. Now, in honor of their anniversary, it's up to their super son, John Kent, to plan a party for his parents with some unwanted help from the fifth dimension. The Migzus Pidlick. Can you keep it a secret from them and their enemies hoping to strike while their guards are down? Join the team behind their historical one-shot. Whoa. There. Along with some exciting new additions for an unforgettable celebration of love and all things super. That's kind of cool. Ow. All right. Is this Superman Unlimited? I think this is Superman Unlimited. Yep, Superman Unlimited issue 18. Written by Dan Slott, art and cover by Lucas Meyer, variants by Marcial Tolendano Vargas, Rafael Perez, and Gerald Perel. Look, up in the sky, it's two birds, it's two Blaines, it's Superman and Tomorrow Man, the father and son team supreme of the DC universe. This is a perfect time to go all in on their new adventures. Join Clark, Lois, and John, along with Ma and Pa, for a Kent family poker night, which might have to hold a few hands because the Royal Flash Gang is back in Metropolis. All this plus new intrigue for everyone's favourite space Amazon Maxima, a check-in with Bibbo and Beppo, and a strange new role for Toyman. Do you think we'll get a Birds of Prey sequel? Probably not, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to see Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn again. I'll be surprised, I'll be pleasantly surprised if we do, because she's a great Harley. Well, that's a great cover. Superman 43, written by Joshua Williamson, art and cover by Zamanico. Variant covers by Brett Bean, Bailey Rosenlund, Rack DeLean, Stefan Subic, and Ben Oliver. After Superman was in DC KO's tournament, lost in time and at war with General Zod, Lois Lane gives Clark Kent a new adventure to be a reporter. Clark Kent begins a new investigation into a mysterious death cult in Metropolis, but he's not the only one on the case. Marilyn Moonlight makes her return. Both heroes are drawn to a dangerous side of Metropolis that Clark Kent didn't know existed, where one of DC Comics' greatest enemies is hiding. Also features Superman new ongoing superstar artist Zermanico. Lex Luthor with Kryptonite. That's a cool cover. Also a cool cover. Oh, damn. Action Comics 1103, written by Mark Waid, art by Patricio Del Pesce, cover by Chris Brunner, variants Ryan Sook, Don Aguilera, Dave Wilkins, Ariel Olivetti. He's Superman's greatest enemy. He was Clark Kent's school-age contemporary. He's been the president of the United States and the world's most wanted supervillain. He is Lex Luthor, and this is his story. From the epic action team of Mark Waid and Patricio Del Pesce comes the definitive origin of the greatest criminal mind of our time if you survive the experience. So they're rehashing Lex's origin again. Oh, this is a new issue of JSA. Vector. Cover. JSA 24, written by Jeff Lemire, art by Teddy Christensen, cover by Diego Olortegui, variant cover by Teddy Christensen and Lucio Perillo. Wildcat, Dr. Midnight and Owlman are trapped behind enemy lines and must save one of their former teammates. How will the heroes risk it all for one of their own? Find out in this last tale of the JSA. Final issue? Really? Only 24 issues? That's Hawk Girl. That's a sick Hawk cover. That is a sick cover as well. Barda, Martian Manhunter, Red Tornado. Cool Shazam cover. Justice League Unlimited, issue 24, written by Mark Waid and Nicole Maines, art and cover by Dan Mora, variant covers Bruno Redondo, Nathan Zerdy, Raptor Lynn, Steve Scrose, and Stepan Sejic. Disastrous war between Lex Luthor and Batman has left the Justice League less united than ever, but change is brewing on the horizon, and one threat is destined to bring the JLU together again, the future. Dreamer, Brainiac Queen, Red Tornado, and more vie for the fate of tomorrow, and only the return of Superman himself can hope to sort out the chaos. Wouldn't be a stretch for DC to recast her like they did with Ezra Miller as the Flash, which worked too well. Yeah. Might be right. Harley Quinn could be on the back burner for a bit. Maybe. That's a cool cover. Also a cool cover. Wow. All right. Justice League Dark Realm Special number 1, written by Dan Mora, art and cover Dan Mora, variant covers 1 for Ariel Olivetti, Serg Acuna, Daniel Bayliss. The Justice League is an unlimited force across the earth and the stars, but the dimensions beyond our realm of understanding are now breaking through, or have they been here the whole time? In his writing debut, visionary artist Dan Mora at last reveals the untold origin of Hadehos, the epic fire-breathing wolf-like powerhouse of the Justice League Unlimited, on a journey of redemption, power, and vengeance. From folklore legend to superhero, witness a battle of good versus evil like you've never seen before. Green Lantern Corps, because that's Star Sapphire. Yep, Green Lantern Corps 21. Written by Morgan Hampton, art and cover by Fernando Passarin and Auclair Albert, variants by Jorge Fornes and Rian Gonzalez. Corps leader Jess has her hands full trying to establish rules of order for the new Alpha Guardians when Joe Mullane drops a new problem on her desk. The interplanetary pirates Joe beat down claim they are on legitimate business, and their solicitors want a word with the Corps legal representatives, or Joe's going to face the consequences. Lol. And then we get Kyle Rayner, new issue of Green Lantern. Green Lantern 40. Written by Jeremy Adams, art by Juan Jose Rip, covered by Scott Govleski, with variants by David Nakayama and Mario Forcillo. Kyle Rayner and the rest of the GL Corps set off to save Hal Jordan, who's in the fight of his life against Krona and the other Guardians, and their attempt to hide a secret that will change the DCU forever. God damn. New issue of Flash. That's a sick cover. Like that one. Flash 38, written by Ryan North, art and covered by Gavin Guidry, variant covers Carlo Pagulian and Raoul Allen. Somehow, Wally West's visions of the future failed to foresee the destruction of 3 separate bridges in 3 separate cities, but he's determined not to let this interfere with the good work he's doing. The rest of the league is less interested in letting him experiment on such a scale, especially when the costs are so high and people are getting hurt. But the Flash still wants to do good and doesn't see a setback as a reason to abandon the entire thing. And besides, there's not much anyone can do to stop the Flash. Uh-oh. Flash going rogue. And then, oh, Superman versus Ra's al Ghul. Oh, this is World's Finest. Yep. Batman Superman World's Finest, issue 56, written by Mark Waid, art by Adrian Gutierrez, cover by Dan Mora, variants by Ben Harvey, Adrian Gutierrez, and David Nakayama. Superman's sworn duty is to protect life in all its forms. Ra's al Ghul's unstoppable goal is to eliminate 90% of the Earth's population. How can Batman and Robin, I think they put the hyphen in the wrong spot, prevent an enraged Man of Steel from taking his anger out on their enemy, and in doing so, shattering his vow never to kill? This New Titans? It is. New Titans issue 40, written by Tate Bromble, art by Sam Basri, cover by Torrin Clark, variants by Babs Tarr and Heecham Habchi. A mining operation funded by billionaire Commodore Murphy's Green Corps has accidentally unearthed a long-forgotten protector of the Amazon. But as the powerful Jaguar spirit rages, can the Titans and the Amazons quell its otherworldly fury, and what lost secrets protecting? Oh, this is the Batman Robin Year One book, I believe. Yep. Batman and Robin Year One Dynamic Duos, issue 3 of 12, written by Mark Waid and Chris Samney. Art and cover Chris Samney, variant covers Jim Chung, Goran Parlov, and Diego Olotegui, and Brian Boland. While Batman foils the plans of the Mad Hatter, Robin has been sent in undercover to infiltrate the Wolfpack and figure out who's pulling their strings. New issue of Clayface. Yep, Clayface, Celebrity Dirt, issue 4, written by Jude Ellison S. Doyle, art by Fran Galan, cover by Patricio Del Peche, variants by Mark Del Mundo, Mark Aspinall, and Frank Cho. Looking into numerous disappearances and the bizarre side effect of Lucille Mix, Basil Carlo and Dr. Victoria October start to put the pieces together, and the evidence says Basil Carlo is to blame. Their findings lead Basil straight into the crosshairs of Lady Clay, but is she here to help or to end Basil's Hollywood dreams once and for all? Is this Dark Knights of Steel? I think it is. Yep. Dark Knights of Steel 2, number 4, written by Tom Taylor, art by Otto Schmidt, cover by Yasmin Putri, variant covers Travis Moore, Gerald Perel, and Lucio Perillo. General Amanda Waller's traitorous gambit for the throne has come to fruition, and she's recruited a murderous squad to cut down anyone who dares stand in her way. A suicide squad, you say? Just how deep does the rot of her corruption run, and who will be left standing once she's crowned regent of the Kingdom of Metropolis at the zenith of her power? That's the future Superman? Or the Superman's dad became Superman? Yeah, Father of Tomorrow. Superman Father of Tomorrow, issue 6, written by Kenny Porter, art and cover by Danny Earls, variant covers Gabriel Hardman and Nimit Malavia. Superman's back is against the wall as he holds a massive living bomb above the city of Metropolis. Can Jor-El save his adopted home and the doomed man about to detonate, or will Lex Luthor finally prove his superiority to the man from Krypton? Superman versus Lex. That's Superman the Stranger. All right, yeah. That's a trippy cover. I really like that. Superman the Stranger, issue 2, written by Wes Craig, art and cover by Wes Craig, variants by Riley Rossmo, Matt Taylor. Class crusade for the downtrodden as hits and walls. He wants to do the most good, but he feels the people who need him the most are the most invisible. All of that changes when he stumbles upon Lois Lane, an intrepid reporter who's made it her mission to make the unseen seen. With information gleaned from her articles, can Clark begin to turn the tide in his mission to uplift the people of Metropolis? Okay. End of Life, issue 9. Written by Kyle Starks, art by Steve Pugh, cover by Gerald Perel, with a variant by Ethan Young. Eddie, with some bigger little friends, gets to kick the pants off Rumple, Mint, and Niels. Seems like he's getting the hang of narrowly escaping the clutches of evil men. Everything else in his life, not so much. How's he going to handle Sophie learning his big secret? And what's he going to do when George makes a huge quest of him? I honestly have no idea about this book. Bleeding Hearts. Now, this, I think, is a zombie series. Again, not one I've read. Bleeding Hearts, issue 9, written by Dennis Camp, art and cover by Stipp and Morian, variant cover by Tirso. Bodies pile up as it gets harder and harder to hide Poke's secret, especially around his new crush. Meanwhile, the Sniffer is on the trail of the feared zombie hunter, but it's Rabbit and Kara he gets the scent of. And then this is Black Tower, the Raven Conspiracy, apparently. Yep. Issue 3, written by Ram V, art and cover Mike Perkins, variant cover Ryan Sook, with Daniel Burrows trapped by the Sleeper. Yvette and Mac plan an unlikely rescue event. rescue, even as Alistair Romeo struggles to uncover the motives of those who move against him. Daniel's impetuousness is not without reward, as his unique abilities lead him to answers, but in the world of Black Tower, new revelations often come with their own explosive consequences. Is it explosive diarrhea? Like the US has got at the moment? 100 bullets, the US of anger. Speaking of the US, written by Brian Azzarello, art by Eduardo Risso, cover by Dave Johnson, variant cover Eric Canet. Lono's new family, in air quotes, a kidnapped police officer and a teenage murder suspect, aren't going over so great with the alt-right militia he's fallen in with. But as far as trouble at home goes, he's got nothing on poor Elton, who just made a very unfortunate discovery in his father-in-law's garage. All right, and then we get facsimile edition of Batman 227. We're not going to go over these. Adventures of Superman issue 501. I used to actually have this book. I had the whole Reign of Superman run. Harley Quinn #1 facsimile edition. Nice. Batman 423 facsimile edition. Nice. Written by Jim Starlin, art by Dave Cockrum, cover by Todd McFarlane. God damn, that's wild. Then we get Watchmen 2 facsimile edition, Swamp Thing #1 facsimile edition. Only $1. Batman #1. Oh, the Court of Owls. And then that's another Batman #1. Tom King's run. Batman White Knight. I remember that. That's crazy that they're doing these for $1. Dark Patterns. Oh, wow. Absolute Flash gets a 3rd trade. Flash gets a 6th trade. Aquaman gets a 3rd trade, or Emperor Aquaman it is now. Harley Quinn gets a 3rd trade. Superman Man of Tomorrow, DC Compact Comics Adventures. Nice. Batman The Dark Knight. That's the animated adaptation of the animated series. Cool. Batman The Curse of Crime Alley. Trade there. Oh, DC Finest Western Requiem for a Gunfighter. That's Jonah Hex. Oh, that's the introduction of Jonah Hex. Nice, nice, nice. Well, they did just announce a new miniseries for him. Mr. Miracle gets a compact comics edition. Justice League Origin. Is that that's the new 52, right? I think. Absolute edition of Superman by Alan Moore. Nice. Wonder Woman Dead Earth Absolute Edition. That's crazy. That's a hell of a good looking book, that one. DC vs. Vampires World War V Volume 2. Nice. We got Superman Shazam First Thunder. Nice. KSA gets Compendium #2. Batman Beyond the White Knight gets collected. Teen Titans Together gets collected. Legion of Superheroes by Mark Waid gets collected. Nice. Oh, and that's it. That's it. That's everything for DC for October. All right, that was cool. That was really, really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. All right. I'm gonna go chuck some food in the microwave. And then when I come back, we're going to be playing Marvel Snap. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. I really do enjoy live reacting to these when they get released, the Marvel ones and the DC ones. I do hope folks enjoy it as well, and you know, if you were reading along with me in that as well, really really cool. So yeah, give me a couple of minutes, and then we're into Snap. BRB. Just waiting for the microwave to finish, Puppet. Thank you for changing the game category. For sure, you love it. Really helps you keep up. Yeah, it helps me keep up too. I'm glad you like it. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I always enjoy when the solicitations get released. Always keen to see what's new and coming up. Took you almost 5 hours to get your DK from 80 to 90. Nice, nice. All right, food. Give me a sec.
Yeah!
All right. Put up my eating line. Oh, and Twitch drops. Need to change the stream title as well. Got to put drops in the stream title. Okay. All right. Oh. Fuck off sound. Lol, it's still busted. The shop is still busted. That's crazy. Yeah, let's split you. Don't have to wait to get all the boosters. That's cool. Um, all right.
Mastery.
Do it. Now, what border do we put on you? Brains? No. Green Cosmic? No. Fire? No. Green Neon? Maybe. That's a very bright green. Ifs. Just go uncommon. Wrapping paper? Red Scorpion Spider-Man Brand New Day. His outfit's green, but there's red in his logo. I actually think we just go uncommon. Yeah. All right, we are 97.3, chat. Believe it or not, we are nearly infinite. With a deck I made myself. Really? Sick. Here's a Zombie Galacti deck.
Escaped.
Even though we got nerfed, Luke Cage still shuts this deck down. Nice. It was Jeff the baby dolphin.
Opponent snapped. I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Crap. Wait, it said it was a bot. It said it was a bot. Did this fucking thing just lie to me? The Untapped app said it's a bot. Bots are supposed to lose, right? That's fucked. Losing 8 cubes at this point. Now we're back down to 96. That's bullshit.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
All right. Done. Is this Galactus?
I am Iron Man.
Living Tribunal, huh?
Behold my mighty hand.
Boom. Gotcha.
Victory.
Penny Parker boosters. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, well, we've completed that one. 5 more of these boxes. Now, oh, game. We did get a variant. The very first one of these we opened, we got that Starhawk variant. Which I really don't like because he looks too happy. And we haven't had another variant since, and we've opened, like, 8, 9 credits, 10 boosters, 11 gold. I'm not going to complain about credits and gold. Boosters. Yeah, man, they really did friggin' nuke the drop rate of variants from those boxes, huh?
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Let's get on with it.
Lol. Oh, we almost got it. Yeah, no clear, so...
Opponent snapped.
I already retreated, fuck off.
Escaped.
So yes, Awesome Andy was originally the Awesome Android, created by the Mad Thinker to be used as a weapon against the Fantastic Four. But he gained sentience and rebelled against the Mad Thinker and decided to change his name to Andy. And yeah, he was employed by the same law firm that She-Hulk works for as a gopher. And he communicates with the little chalkboard that he wears around because he's got no mouth or anything like that. Like he can't speak. Who did we lose? We lost Starhawk and they lost Medusa. Starhawk's none. I don't want to do that.
Wind, aid my hand.
Is it time? Thanks.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Face counting to zero.
Victory.
Yo, King! Hey, I watched your guest spot on Fourth Location. Very insightful. I've asked to be on that show, but Prashawn took the bit that I wanted to talk about, which is law. You know, how important is law in Snap? and Prashawn did that. Yours was a good one. But yeah, like I said, I've asked to be on, but they don't seem that interested in having me on. Let me just put it that way. Same with Alex on the Snapchat. I've offered him multiple times if he ever needs someone to jump on. And he's like, yeah, thanks, and then I never hear back. It's like a fucking job application. You know, you apply and then you never hear back. Yeah, and they got Prashawn because he does the lore videos for the official Snap channel, even though he fudges some of the information. And I've brought this up with them before, that he's presenting, like, he's presenting lore on an official Marvel channel, and he's fudging the details. He's intentionally putting misinformation out there. And I'm like, that's not good. For the official, you know, for an official Marvel channel to be putting out misinformation. Never heard back from him. Scheduled the first 4 weeks of the Fortunate Son release dates. Nice one, dude. Good stuff.
Spider-Man.
That sucks. You'd think they would like it to be correct. Yeah, I'm surprised Marvel hasn't said anything. Because, yeah, his production quality is good, but he's putting misinformation out there, which is bad. You know? Scorpion versus Scorpion, let's go! Ouch. But we win! Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider? Depends on which Ghost Rider. I would assume Johnny Blaze, but I don't think it's been confirmed yet. But then they got Nick Cage as John Blaze, so who knows? I doubt it's Robbie Reyes, let's put it that way. Because there would be fucking riots if it was Robbie Reyes. Yeah, I can see it. I reckon he's a good look for a Johnny Blaze at least. Also, they announced Black Panther 3 with a new Black Panther. Can't remember the actor's name. Also, the new Lanterns trailer with Sinestro and Guy Gardner actually has me excited for that show now. The first trailer, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Second trailer, much more interesting. Because I'm a huge Green Lantern fan.
Isn't what you think.
Especially Hal Jordan. Like, Hal Jordan was always my Green Lantern. One of the earliest comic books I can remember reading was Green Lantern, Green Arrow from DC. The Hard Traveling Heroes. Hal Jordan and Ollie Queen. So I've long been a Hal Jordan fan. And then the whole the cause of the different colors. Yeah, I really like Brightest Day and Blackest Night, that whole thing. Really, really enjoyed that. You like anything Kyle Chandler? I'll be honest, he does look the part as an older Hal Jordan. I always wanted Nathan Fillion to be Hal Jordan, but then they cast him as Guy Gardner. And he actually plays a pretty decent Guy Gardner. I'll admit.
I want the throne.
Yeah, I never watched Friday Night Lights. But yeah, like I said, that first Lanterns trailer had me really worried, you know, as a Green Lantern fan. But then the most recent trailer with, like I said, with Sinestro and Guy Gardner, I'm keen for it now. There is no way. There is no fucking way. Get fucked. Get actually fucked. What a load of shit. Yeah, no, wasn't the line from Sinestro, say what he is to you? And that's when he said, my replacement? Something like that. But yeah, that was a good line.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Like I said, it has me excited for the show. Whereas before, I was not interested in it whatsoever. Get lucky.
Escaped.
Hey, I got a drop. Oh, I got the PMV. Nice, that's my drops done. Being August 5th, 8:30 a.m., the weekly every Wednesday. Nice. Man, this has been a rough month, subs-wise. We're almost to the end of the month, and we're not even halfway through. Yeah, we're not even halfway. That's terrible. You have 4 subs this month? Yeah, dude, it's down. I got lucky. I had a couple of gifters, which really helped. It has me worried, that's for sure. Yeah, dude, I'm like, I rely on what I get from Twitch to help pay for my electricity bill each month. So I'm now really worried about being able to pay next month's electricity. I mean, I'll just have to put extra money aside. Stop getting as much fucking DoorDash. Yeah. You walk through McDonald's at night? Depends on if they're open or not.
Escaped.
This will be my reward. All right, let's see what we get from the PMV. You ready? What's the bet? Is it going to be a rare or a super rare? Chat, what's the bet? What's everyone voting? Rare or super rare? I'm still adamant that you should only ever get super rares from premium mystery variants. Because if you get a rare, well then that's no different to a mystery variant, is it? Right? The word premium should mean something. Something more than a chance to get a super rare. You get avatars, or that must be because you've got all of the rares in game. And so you rolled a rare when you opened one, and it doesn't have one to give you, so it gives you an avatar. All right, let's see what we get. Rare. Ripped off. It's a good rare. It's a great variant. Love this. Love this art. Don't get me wrong. But I just got a rare from a premium mystery variant. That shouldn't happen.
Mastery.
I don't understand why more people aren't up in arms over this. Open your phone. God, I love this song. Sleeping. Didn't care. Thought hell it's over. Better lose my nerve by you. Want me to win the best? Thank you, Ori. Got just 3.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Bounce to try. Ready. Ready. The door. Whoa. Wow. Didn't. Over. Damn it. I was going to use Andy this turn to get another proc off clear, maybe. Didn't care. Ready. My favorite Matchbox 20 song. Oh, fuck off. Get actually fucked. If this keeps up, it's going to be a fucking short stream today, I'm telling you. You have to be a bot.
Escaped.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Hey, why is my cover gallery broken? Oh, I didn't realize this was in the game. I'll have to do a bio for ESU. Yeah,
Escaped.
I don't think I did one. Yeah, hang on. Is up. Uncommon and complex. How is this difficulty complex? How is that considered complex? Um, All right, hang on. I'm doing law for it right now. Um, 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 hang on. Nearly done. Um. There. Done. God damn it. We were 97. Now we're 95. This is fucked. That was weird.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Wind, aid my hand.
Opponent snapped.
LOL. Oh. Fuck off. Fuck! Lost by 1. This is fucked. We're just losing constantly today. We were doing so well yesterday. Hello? Fuck, that pisses me off. Can't even fucking program a button to work properly. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, we were almost 98 yesterday. We're 3-10 today. Yeah, annoying. Interesting. So we win, right? By 1.
Victory.
Only song of theirs I've heard. And I can't even remember where I heard it.
Legendary. Legendary.
Fuck's sake.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Escaped.
Yeah, nah. Fuck off with that shit. This is fucked. We were nearly 98. Now we're 95. We've dropped 3 ranks today. This is fucked.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Hey, Poppy. Oh, here we go. It's probably Gambit. Okay.
All hail Hydra!
That's not what I expected at all.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place. Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Not what I was expecting at all.
Victory.
All right. Give me a minute, chat. I'll be up. Oh, I'll be. All right. Lol.
Parker!
Again. Would I rather see an animated scene that has a mistake in it or not see it at all? Depends on what you mean by a mistake in it. Hey, Sea Sloper.
Wakanda forever! Escaped.
Double character or change background? Oh, if it's something major like that, yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. Unless it was specifically on an outtakes reel. If they were outtakes, then that's fine. Yeah, no worries. You have 6 scenes you can't use due to some kind of mistake? Make an outtakes reel. There you go. So you can use them. Use them in an outtakes reel. Yeah, see if you can work them into some sort of outtakes reel. And at least that way you still get some use out of them.
Knowledge is power.
Bugger. That's the majority of the footage used in the music video? Ah! Behind the scenes information revealed. You should have saved that for the making of video. I would, like, I don't know how you're getting this done, but I would assume that you're paying someone to do it, and I would assume that it's not cheap. I mean, unless you yourself are skilled in animation, I have no idea.
Opponent snapped.
Why are you snapping? You've not seen anything I've played. Like, you are missing critical information that you need to know whether you should have snapped or not. Some people snap because they feel like they drew their winning combo. I know that's the convenient excuse or reason, but a winning combo means nothing if you're playing against a deck that shuts you down completely. A winning combo means nothing if the third location completely fucks you over. The third location you haven't seen because you snapped early. Right? That's what I mean by they snapped despite the fact that they're missing critical information necessary to know whether they should have snapped or not. They hadn't seen the third location. They hadn't seen me play a single card. So, you know. I understand. It's like going all in poker before you've seen the flop. I totally get that. But poker is a very different game to Marvel Snap. I played poker for years.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Especially when the second or third location has potential to fuck your whole strategy in the ass. That's what I said. I said that you don't know if the third location's one that's beneficial to you or not.
I want the throne.
I was expecting the manga.
What a game!
That's fine.
Knowledge is power.
Also, it's ironic that their name is boring and they're playing basic bitch destroy. Yeah, they're living up to their name. You've been placing things in second and third just in case you get the locations where you can't place cards on. I used to do that. And then I would put my Quinjet on a location that disables ongoing abilities. Or it's deep space or something like that. And that was starting to happen to me more and more and more than getting locations where I couldn't play cards. But now I don't have a choice. Are you fucking serious? What absolute bullshit. I'm getting very close to fucking ending the stream early. I need to anyway, because I got to be up early tomorrow. So we weren't going to be going super long anyway. Been enjoying Snap when you play it? You've been playing when you just want to wind down after WoW or Overwatch? Hey, like I said yesterday, I think it was, if I wasn't still enjoying Snap, I wouldn't still be playing. Well, it's actually Tuesday, She Sloper. What's tomorrow? It's actually Tuesday. I need to be up early on Tuesday for my specialist appointment with the ear, nose, and throat specialist. But I want to get to bed early tonight so I can get up early tomorrow so I can make sure I can be up early on Tuesday. Because, like, I didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m. Right? Last night. Despite having to go on to bed at 1-ish, 1:30-ish. Okay, ew, look at me playing a goblin.
Hi,
Gotta love insomnia? Yeah, no you don't. So yeah, so I want to try and have an early night tonight so I can be up in time for tomorrow. Yeah. Just to make sure that I'm up early on Tuesday, because I don't only have to be up early, I need to be functional, right? And if I haven't slept at all fucking Monday night, well then I'm not going to be any good, you know? No TO virus. Turn 5, no TO virus.
Escaped.
That's what I get for playing the fucking goblin. I mean, it gave it to me. Fuck, we're down to 94. All right, let's do one more. We'll do one more, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight, I think. But hey, Snap again tomorrow. Because the drops don't finish until early Tuesday morning, my time. It's like 3 or 4 times a week, though your body still hasn't adjusted to not working and used to working a lot of late nights in the hospitality. I getcha. Did we talk about the new Ghost Rider in the MCU? Yes, we did. We also talked about Black Panther 3. And we also talked about the new Lanterns trailer. Which is not Marvel, but... yeah, Gosling. He's a very rich man. He's going to be even richer now. Yeah, because he's doing Starfighter as well, isn't he? Nice.
Victory.
All right, we'll go a little bit longer. Because I know folks want to get their drops, so we'll hang in there a bit longer. Like you said in an interview a while ago, he didn't have any desire to do superhero movies, so they must have thrown some serious money at him. I think it's the fact that it's Sean Levy. Because Sean Levy's directing Starfighter, right? That he's starring in. And I can't remember whether it was Levy that said it or Gosling that said it, but they talked a lot about Ghost Rider together, because Levy's a massive Marvel fan. And Gosling was talking about how he would do Ghost Rider. And Levy then apparently pitched it to Marvel, and Marvel jumped at it. So it's not so much Marvel throwing serious money at Gosling, although they probably still are. But it's due to the fact that he was convinced to do it, you know. By Sean Levy. Because remember, Sean Levy directed Deadpool and Wolverine.
Knowledge is power.
That's gross.
Knowledge is power.
Well, it would have been gross if I didn't have that.
Victory.
It was his pitch. He wanted Ghost Rider. Oh, really, Wolverine? Okay. Oh, well, I thought it was kind of a combination of Sean Levy and Gosling. Got to go. Sunday here, so weekend breakfast. No worries, She Sloper. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your breakfast. Yeah, I thought it was like half Levy, half Gosling. But yeah, regardless, gets paid a schoolian to star in a Star Wars movie. Now he's getting paid a schoolian to be the new Ghost Rider. Hey, Property, you're sad one of your favorite artists is retiring. Who? Who like give me a name. Greg Capullo? No way! I loved him on friggin' 90s X-Force. He's retiring from doing full books. So he's still gonna do covers. So that's something. Moving to Arizona. Once in a while, he'll do covers. Yeah, when he needs money, he'll do covers. No more conventions? Oh. Yeah, no, I really liked his stuff back in the day.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Loved his Court of Owls. Yeah, no, for me it was X-Force, which was his first Marvel work, I believe.
Victory.
Yeah, he followed up Rob Liefeld on X-Force. And yeah, I really yeah, I never got into Spawn. Yeah, I really liked his X-Force stuff. It was such a shift from Liefeld to Capullo as well. What? Him and Rob almost fist fighting at New York Comic Con? What? I never heard about that. Hey, Wolverine, thanks for the follow. I never heard about that.
Epic.
I mean, my money would have been on Greg. All he would have to do is show Rob a drawing of feet, and Rob would have folded. Arrow's kind of huge. They were fighting on Twitter, Rob bitching about the writer he was working with, Greg clapped back saying if he wanted drawing lessons, hit him up. Rob was pissy about Paul Book stuff. If he wanted drawing lessons to hit him up, holy fuck. I'll teach you how to draw feet. Jesus.
I want the throne.
What a game!
Rob's one artist who can't draw for shit and made millions and took advantage of ghost artists like crazy. I wouldn't say he can't draw for shit. Like, I didn't mind his style in the 90s.
Systems go.
Right? Like he took New Mutants, which was a failing book, flipped it on its head, gave us Cable and Deadpool, you know. I have seen his Captain America. I have, dude. Hey, have you seen John Romita Jr.'s latest work? Like, it's a shadow of his past stuff, right? You know. But you're taking one image and assigning that to his entire catalogue of work. Can't do that. That's not how that works. You know? Hey, no. JR Jr.'s work on Uncanny X-Men was fucking phenomenal. So don't come in here with this JR Jr. is shit to begin with crap. No way. Back in the day, JR Jr. was one of the best artists around. Yeah, his current stuff is suffering. So is Frank Miller's current stuff. It's a pale shadow of his former work as well.
Victory.
But yeah, no, JR Jr.'s Uncanny X-Men work was fucking peak. Wizard with a brain! Hello, folks. How you doing? Welcome on in. You going off his latest work? Well, yeah, his latest work is not great. You're only as good as your latest work? That's not true at all. That is not true. I know it's very blocky and it's not for me either. I don't like his current stuff either. What's up? We're talking about John Romita Jr.'s current art compared to his past art. But yeah, I vehemently disagree that you're only as good as your latest work. Right? That's saying I'm only as good as my latest work. My latest work is my streams. My past work is the fucking Marvel Atlas. Like, My past work is the official handbook of the Marvel Universe X-Men. The official handbook of the Marvel Universe Wolverine. You know. You like Dan Mora and Ryan Otley? Both great artists, absolutely. But hey, Wiz, how was your stream? How was your stream? I do hope it went well. I'm assuming you were streaming Snap? You were streaming Snap. Hamburger! Thank you for the follow. Hamburger. What a name. What a great name. Not too bad, bunch of Fortnite and Overwatch ending with Snap. Ah, yeah, that's what I need to start doing. I need to start doing like a bunch of different games. But stupid me just picks one game and sticks with it. Lee Garbutt's amazing property, yeah. Lee Garbutt stuff is great. But hey, folks from Wizard Stream, if you don't know who I am, I'm Comics. I'm an Aussie variety streamer. I'm also a former Marvel Comics writer. I used to write official handbooks and indexes for Marvel back in the day. So much so that, as Puppet has just demonstrated, we have a lore command here in chat. Any character or location you see in Snap or in any Marvel game I play, you get a lore dump in chat if I've managed to research and write it, because I research and write it all myself, right? And I stream every day. So yeah, welcome on in. That's because Battleworld isn't in Snap, Ghost. Soon, probably. No vampire for Jubilee? I try to keep the profiles condensed. No, I mean, she was a vamp for a while, but like, you'll notice that I didn't even include any mention of her becoming a single mum either. Like, yeah, like, I have to keep the profiles short so that they work in YouTube chat as well as Twitch chat. Because I co-stream, I multi-stream Twitch and YouTube. And most of my chat commands, she used to be a vampire. No, like, don't even get me started on Marvel Rivals. She's only one of the horsemen in Marvel Rivals lore. She's not one of the horsemen in any other lore. But I absolutely despise what NetEase have done to her in Rivals. I absolutely despise it. Because they show no respect to the character. They've made her this amalgam of original Jubilee, Vampire Jubilee, and for some reason a fucking Horseman of Apocalypse, which goes against her character entirely. Yes, she's worked with Apocalypse before when she was on the Krakoan Excalibur team, but there is no fucking way that character would ever willingly subject herself to becoming one of Apocalypse's horsemen. Never. And making her that shows a fundamental misunderstanding of Jubilee's character by NetEase. And I speak as someone that literally wrote the book on Jubilee. right? X-Men Handbooks, remember? I literally wrote the book on her. No, she wasn't forced. She did it willingly, according to Rivals law. And the only reason Rivals made her a Horseman of Apocalypse was so that they could justify her being in the strategist role to give her healing abilities, which she does not have. In any other medium that Jubilee has ever been depicted in, she has never, ever had the ability to heal others. Herself, yes, when she was a vampire. But yeah, you don't heal people by shooting them in the face with fireworks. And I've actually played a lot less of Rivals in the past couple of weeks since she was added, because I'm so annoyed at what they did with Jubilee. Is she fun to play? Absolutely. But that fun is overshadowed by the fact that you have to heal your teammates instead of just running around blowing shit up.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Striking a deal with Apocalypse to find a cure for her son Shogo's dragon form affliction. I know, which is bullshit. There doesn't need to be a cure for Shogo's dragon form affliction because it's not an affliction. Rivals, NetEase fundamentally misunderstand how Shogo and his dragon form work. Shogo can only become a dragon in the realm of Otherworld. Because in the realm of Otherworld, the air is permeated with fairy magic, and fairy magic interacts with human infants and allows them to change into what they desire most. And in Shogo's case, he always wanted to be a dragon. And so whilst he's in Otherworld, he can turn into a dragon. Only while he's in Otherworld. Right? When he's on Earth, normal baby, no dragon. And that's what Rivals fundamentally what NetEase fundamentally misunderstood about that character. Is they just, oh, he can turn into a dragon. No, there's mitigating circumstances surrounding that ability. He can't just turn into a dragon whenever he wants to. And last I checked, Otherworld isn't in Marvel Rivals. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Like I said, it pisses me off so much about Rivals that they keep doing this. Isn't that something they're planning? Not to my knowledge. But Rivals just do, like NetEase do this time and time again in Rivals. They came up with bullshit in-game lore reasons to justify Invisible Woman being a healer instead of the tank that she should have been. They came up with bullshit powers for Jeff to justify him being a healer. For Ultron. For Gambit. Like, half the fucking strategist roster can't actually heal in the actual lore. And they can only do that because they had to, like, NetEase had to come up with in-game reasons for them to be able to do that. When, might I add, there are many Marvel characters that can and actually do heal others in the lore already that NetEase could use without having to force a character into a role they don't belong in. Yeah, let's see Red Hulk be a fucking strategist, you know, like which healers can they use? They can use any Marvel character that can heal. They have the Marvel license. They can use whatever characters they want. If you want some examples of Marvel characters that can heal, and we've done this many times. Give me a sec. Adam Warlock can only heal with the Soul Stone. Iron Fist technically can heal others, but he makes more sense as a DPS. Jubilee, though, should have been a GPS. Gambit should have been a DPS. Characters that can heal, right?
Is power.
Beast is a scientist. He can create healing tonics or a healing gun or something. Mr. Sinister is a geneticist who makes clones of people. That could be adapted into being a strategist in Rivals. Silver Surfer can heal others with the power cosmic. Forge is an inventor. Shuri is an inventor. They could come up with devices. Jane Foster is a nurse / doctor and is also a Valkyrie. She could use her abilities to heal others. Any Marvel sorcerer has the ability to cast healing spells. Baron Mordo, Nico Minoru, Morgan Le Fay. Right? Any Marvel sorcerer. That's why Loki works as a strategist, because he's a sorcerer. He can cast healing spells. Works perfectly fine. Right? You've got Elixir from the X-Men. I don't know if... Ronan can't heal others. Ronan would probably be a tank. I kind of agree with that. I think they could make him very tanky. Yeah, Jane Foster, Cecilia Reyes from the X-Men is an actual doctor with defensive shields that she can cast around people. Perfect for a strategist. Angel can heal others with his blood, or at least he used to be able to. I don't think he can anymore. Triage is another Marvel X-Men character that can heal. Panacea is an Inhuman that can heal. I mentioned Sinister. Yeah, I mentioned Mr. Sinister already. Yeah, there's so many, right? I just named a bunch off the top of my head, and if I did research, I could guarantee I'd find you more. Cardiac is a doctor. Right? They don't need to keep doing this, taking this character and shoving it into the fucking strategist role, and then having to make up in-game bullshit, which more often than not, Night Nurse is another one. Yeah, and having to come up with in-game bullshit to justify their reasoning. You're a Jeff, mate. Don't get me wrong. I love Jeff as well. Jeff was one of my first lords. But I'm just so tired of them coming up with in-game bullshit when they don't need to. When there's plenty of other characters they can use. I really enjoy playing Gambit and I really enjoy playing Jubilee in Rivals. But, like I said, that enjoyment is overshadowed by the fact that you have to heal your teammates instead of just running around blowing shit up, as you would expect to be able to do with characters like Gambit and Jubilee. Yeah. Yeah, we've got Elixir in Marvel Snap. He can heal and destroy. Well, actually, he just destroys. But in the comics, he can heal and destroy. He would make a perfect strategist in Rivals. Tell me this. In what world does taking a character that is a murder robot hell-bent on destroying all biological life in the known universe, taking that character and putting him in your Marvel game as a healer? In what fucking world does that make sense? None. Let me just clarify that. It makes no fucking sense. And they came up with some in-game bullshit that Iron Man hacked him, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking bullshit as it is. Because there's no way Iron Man's ever been able to hack Ultron. We've seen him try and fail in the comics before. So yeah, NetEase keeps having to come up with in-game story reasons to justify their decisions, despite the fact that their decisions, that in-game lore makes no sense. I still would have been annoyed if he was made a tank ghost, but Ultron absolutely should have been a DPS. Creating clones to attack people with. Like robot duplicates, I mean. To attack people with. Invisible Woman should have been a tank. When have you, before Rivals, when have you ever seen Invisible Woman be able to heal other people? In the comics, in the cartoons, movies, anywhere. Never. Never. Not fucking once. There's a reason for that, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Right? No, that's the Invincible Woman ghost you're thinking of. But yeah, it makes no fucking sense for her to be able to heal. Her power set, she should have been a fucking tank. And she would have been an amazing tank to play in Rivals. The Fantastic Four, when they added him, should have been 3 tanks and a DPS. Mr. Fantastic should have been a tank too. Yep. Not 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS. No. No, sorry. That's not the Fantastic Four at all. I mean, so many people play him as a tank. They might as well, if I got to be in charge of Rivals, that's what I would do. I would rework Mr. Fantastic to be a tank. I would rework Invisible Woman to be a tank. I would rework Ultron, Jubilee, and Gambit to be DPS.
I want the throne.
Right? I would rework Emma Frost to be a strategist. And yeah, I would stop this forcing characters into roles they clearly don't belong in. To anyone, even anyone with a passing knowledge of Jubilee from the X-Men cartoons would know that Jubilee is not a healer. Right? This is not Rivals, Alloy, but we're talking about Rivals. I'm not going to be able to win.
Escaped.
Yeah, hey, there's no reason why we can't talk about Rivals while we're playing something else. Because I'm sure as fuck not playing Rivals at the moment. Can't be fucked playing that. Oh, the Top Gun theme. Okay, any other Battlefield fans in chat? Are you excited for the upcoming Battlefield Top Gun collaboration? I'm so fucking excited. Switching gears here for a second. I am so fucking excited. They made Jubilee a fucking healer, Alloy? Yes. Because what else would you do with a character that shoots fireworks? Yep. They came up with in-game lore to justify making her a fucking healer. And the in-game lore they came up with is so against her character, it's unbelievable. It's what, I mean, they did the same with Ultron. They made him a healer, despite the fact that it's so the opposite of who Ultron is as a character. Like, Rivals is a fun game, but some of their decisions just fucking baffle me. Absolutely baffle me. But yes, they announced a Top Gun collab with Battlefield, and I'm really excited. There's a little bit of know your audience going on there. These are comic book characters. The audience for those characters are quite particular. Okay. I don't know this for certain, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is the case. I'm certain they added Jubilee because she's front and center in X-Men 97 right now. Right? X-Men 97 being super, super, super popular. Anyone that's watched X-Men 97 or even the original X-Men animated series would know that Jubilee shoots people with fireworks. You don't heal people with fireworks. Right? So even people that don't know Jubilee from the comics and only know her from X-Men 97, right, would know that she blows things up with fireworks. And that doesn't translate to healer. Right? You heal yourself when you shoot people with fireworks? Lol.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
Worried about this. I'm pretty sure we've got a cannonball coming down here. You could try to heal with fireworks if you wanted, you guess. How well it's going to go is debatable. Lol. Hey, White Rabbit, sorry, English only here. C4? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. I know English isn't everybody's first language, and I'm fine with that. I just can't, I only can read English. Like... Crap on a stick. Oh well, whatever. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got it. I can't be mad about that. We almost got it. Keyboard was in the wrong setting. That's fine, Rabbit. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you for switching to English. Appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I understand that English isn't everybody's first language, right? My ancestry is Dutch, Belgian, and if we go right back, Danish Vikings is my ancestry. But I was born here in Australia and I speak English, so I can swear and count fluently in Dutch, but I can't read. Well, I can kind of read Dutch. You don't think you know English? I definitely don't know English. I know Australian.
Epic.
I can swear fluently in Australian. You regulars here have heard that often enough. But yeah, so look, Rivals is a fun game, absolutely. But some of the decisions the dev make just piss me the fuck off. Like, really? How, like, I really wish I could find out the decision-making process for making Jubilee a healer in Rivals. I'm almost desperate to know how that process went.
Spider-Man.
How do you look at a character like Jubilee and go healer? Like my brain cannot connect those two things, right? At least not in any way that makes sense. Okay? So I'm almost desperate to know how that decision-making process went. Devil Dino should have been a strat? No.
I'm
Stop.
Spider-Man.
You leave my beloved Dino alone. You leave my beloved Dino with his twin fucking back cannons alone. Yo, Duel Links, how you doing, man? Folks, go give Duel Links. Oh, also, and King of Canada. Go give him a follow. I have machine guns. I know. Did I see the MCU announcements? I did. Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. I really hope it's Johnny Blaze. I highly doubt it's going to be Robbie Reyes. It better be Johnny. It better be Johnny. I hope they get the guy who plays Rick Wheeler from Yellowstone. I haven't watched Yellowstone. That's Carter Slade. It'd be interesting if they include that. I also saw Black Panther 3 announced with a new Black Panther. That's a tough call. I can't remember the guy's name, but imagine having to follow in Chadwick Boseman's footsteps. Like that's a tall order.
Is power.
You doubt it would be Danny? David Johnson. That's it. Thank you. He'll smash it as BP? I hope so. Like I said, he's got big shoes to fill. Also, what does that mean for Shuri? Because she's current Black Panther. What does that mean? Are they going to kill Shuri off? We watch him in The Long Walk. I don't watch a lot of movies outside of like pop culture stuff, man, to be honest. I barely have enough time to watch that. She marries Namor? Lol. Crap! Crap. He was in Alien Romulus. I haven't seen that, Wiz. Hitmonkey officiates. Lol. I still need to watch Hitmonkey. Fuck. I still need to watch MODOK as well. Also, we were talking about the new Lanterns trailer. The first Lanterns trailer, I was like, what the fuck is this? This isn't Green Lantern or any lanterns at all. What is this crap? I was at the point that I wasn't even going to bother watching the Lanterns show after the first trailer. Right? The second trailer? Holy shit. I'm on board now. I'm in. You're looking on League of Comic Geeks and you're getting disappointed on Marvel. Do you know I contribute greatly to that website? A lot of the covers and stuff you see uploaded, that's me. But yeah, the second Lanterns trailer, oh my god, I'm in. I'm in. Sinestro, Guy Gardner, actual Lantern Corps lore, like, let's go. Hey, boom shakalaka. Yeah, doing all right, doing all right. You just decided to throw characters in random spots like rivals. Stop. Stop it. You don't care about covers unless it's an artist you care about? Ah. Oh, that's a shame, because there's a lot of good covers out there. Like, you see a lot of them showcased over here as well. Like, we do a cover showcase. People trashed the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, but you enjoyed it? I didn't mind it.
Is power.
I didn't think it was as bad as people make it out to be, put it that way.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Remember trying to guess the story on the cover in your comic store days? Lol. Covers are a money grab. Book can be complete shit, but a lot of fancy covers, so it sells. Oh, yeah. Mate, property. You're preaching to the choir, mate. I totally understand. Like, you'll see that with some of the covers, like, you know, in the rotating cover gallery. Like you see that all the time.
Are ye worthy?
Hey, I found a rook.
Fucking TO virus just chilling in my fucking deck.
Opponent snapped. Escaped.
The days of collecting comics for investment is, well, like, way over. Can't stand people who just buy comics and never read it. Well, some people still think they can speculate on comics. And you can't anymore. Those days are gone. Did I see there's a dude named Dr. Spider-Man? No, an Australian dude who dresses up as Spider-Man. It's triggering me that you're forgetting the hyphen. I'm just going to say it. And does photo shoots with kids and stuff. And I think the artist is Scott Johnson, who designed him a Dr. Spider-Man logo. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's triggering me that you're not using the hyphen. Hyphen. Actually, do we still have a hyphen command? I think we do. Hyphen. Hyphen. See? Hyphen.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
We have a hyphen command, dude. Liger with a raid. God damn. Welcome on in, Liger. Welcome on in. How you doing? How was the fork knife? How was the fork knife? Fucking, I'll time you out, Alpha. I'll time you out. Don't make me. Property, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Do it. Don't tempt me. I will. Hey, Shinobi. God, I was going to wrap this up like an hour ago, but then folks got me yakking. Folks got me talking. Some cunt drank all me coffee. Want to know a fun fact? Some cunt drank all me coffee. That's a fact. What's your fun fact, Alpha? The Twitch name isn't spelt the way you think it is? Wait, what? There's a fun fact. Is the L a capital I? Are you Dewey Links Alpha? Yeah, I just said that, dude. I just said one of the L's is a capital I. I know. It's an old trick. I do it in WoW all the time when I'm naming characters. My Iceman character is actually Elseman.
Escaped.
Yeah, so it's Dual Links. Oh, actually, is it Dual Links AFA? All right, I'm calling you AFA. Fun fact, you lied and you love rage baiting other streamers. Well, it's not rage baiting. That's it. I'm calling you AFA from now on, just because. That's it. Your name is now AFA. AIFA. There you go. AIFA. That's your new name, just for that. We get a random null. Oh, fuck. I am going to have to wrap this up very soon, though, guys. We will go raid someone that's, Yo, Kel with a raid! Kel with a raid as well. Oh, my God. How you doing, Timmer? There you go. There's a shout out for you, Kel. Thank you so much for the raid, man. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. One streamer you rage baited so hard she got so angry she found it funny and made you a VIP, and that streamer is now one of the biggest known actresses in the world. What? Who? You got to drop names now. You can't drop a lore nugget like that. A Dual Links AFA lore nugget like that. Indy Navarrete. Ooh. Wait, where do I know that name from? How long have I got in me? Not much longer. Using Superman and Lois. I never actually watched that. I know the name from something. She was asked whether she'd be interested in playing some character. I'm trying to remember who it was. Might have been Black Cat. It might have been. I can't remember exactly. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I'm probably only going to play a couple more games, King, and then. Hey, mate, I'll happily chuck folks over to you. Well, there's only Male Vile and Heavy ahead of me. Songy's doing his bullshit fucking 24/7 snap fucking stream crap. Reckon they'll bring House of M to the MCU? I don't know, Ink. I don't know. Like, I have a feeling they want to bring Scarlet Witch back, but I don't know how they'd do it. Yeah, I don't know how they'd do it. You randomly stumbled across the stream when she got cut from the show? She got cut from the show? Oh, wow. That would suck. Well, we lost that by 2, but we won the other 2. Ah, budget cuts for the final season. Yeah, that makes sense. At least it was only for the final season. But yeah, I never watched that show. All right. Let's do one more, chat. Let's do one more. And then we'll go pay King a visit. But we'll be back tomorrow with more Snap. We'll be doing this all again tomorrow. Because tomorrow night is the last night for drops for us Aussies, because they finish at like 5 a.m. Tuesday morning. Double Venus is kind of nuts. We need TO virus or Tarantula or Spider-Man or something. There's Mr. Tula. You got the horror Peach Momoko Cap America for the variant? Nice. I got a Sauron variant. I got a rare, not a super rare. And I still stick by what I've been saying for a while now, that premium mystery variants should only give super rares. The fact that you can get rares from them makes them no different to regular mystery variants. So what's the fucking point? Still no TO virus.
You won't need this anymore.
I am reborn.
Yu-Gi-Oh had Twitch drops? I wish Magic the Gathering had Twitch drops. All right, we'll do one more.
Escape.
'Cause that was fucked. We'll do one more. One more. More. Okay, one more. We'll bring so many people back to being in streams. You're looking at the stats for Duel Links, and ever since the intro of Master Duel in 22, the streaming side of Duel Links, basically 7/8 of its viewer base, lost. Yikes. Yeah, we're not playing this out. If my opponent snaps, we're out. Fucking worst fucking card. Location. Worst. So tired. Worst location. Lost Strife. He lost Shang-Chi. Seen Ego in a while? Neither have I. You always snap with Ego? Why? Why? I mean, it depends on the deck that you're playing, but this deck that I'm playing is not designed for a location like Ego to play. Right? I have specific combos that I need to enact, and Ego doesn't do that. Ego just plays random shit at random locations. See? Now we're fucked because he's going to TO virus the Tarantula instead of the Martyr.
Escaped.
Worst fucking location in the game. Okay, there's a golden rule of video gaming, right? And I haven't designed games in a long time, but I used to be a game designer back in the day. And there's one golden rule. Hey, Cat, there's one golden rule. You do not take player agency away from them. It is the worst thing you can do in your game. You never want to remove a player's ability to play the game the way they want to play it. Never. You don't ever want to do that. Because that just frustrates the player. When you, like the ego, I just had to sit here and watch it play my deck badly. And that's frustrating and annoying. It's not fun. Oh, you did something for him? That's why you asked if he's alive? Right. For sure, you hate that you have a lot of turn 6 things and it's like player hang switch after turn 5. Yeah, like... Yeah, and it's like Mount Fuck Uvius as well.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Which is what I call Mount Vesuvius in this. It's Mount Fuck Uvius, because that's exactly what it's saying to you. It's saying, fuck you. Oh, you wanted to retreat on turn 6? No, you can't. Fuck you.
Escaped.
And that's the same as ego. Ego is a big fuck you as well. Oh, you have this meticulously crafted deck that you have to play certain cards at certain times on certain locations? No, fuck you. I'm just going to play random shit wherever I want. That's why I'd still say ego should be removed from the game. Ego and Mount Fuck Uvius should both be removed from Snap. We just had an ego game. I don't know if you saw it, Kat, but we just had ego raise his fucking ugly head. Loki, you would love a game mode for like Conquest, but you get to pick and choose the locations, 3 each, so a pool of 6 it can choose from, but if they get picked, they can't be used for other games until the match is over. That's interesting. No worries, King, we'll be there soon. Remember Lamentus 1? We still have lore for Lamentus 1. Of course I remember it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Aw, thank you. What do you, wait, what's going, what am I missing? I'm gonna give comics 30 bits to show you. What? What is that? What is that? That, apart from get Foster's off your screen. Hey, at least it's not VB. Oh, he picks on you for Foster's? Lol. I mean, I'll be honest, even back when I used to drink, because I don't drink anymore, I still wouldn't drink beer, most beer, because it would give me a headache. I would drink Heineken, though. I did like the occasional Heineken. Yeah, still not good enough, buddy. Still got you. Yeah, fuck off with your Wong hazmat shit. Shrug. All right, that's gonna do us. That's gonna do us. That's gonna do us. I'm gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna go raid King as promised. Oh, hang on. We've got this shit to do. Got that. We got that. We can grab that.
Legendary.
We can grab that. Ready for tomorrow. Oh, catching you, puppet. Catching you. Yeah, why does Coke taste so much better in glass than it does out of a can or a plastic bottle? Also, why does Coke or Pepsi after pizza always taste better? Always. Pepsi is shit. Well, I do Pepsi Max, so. I mean, I'm not like anti-Coke or anything. All right, we're going to go raid King. Let's make sure we'll make sure King's on. We'll make sure he's up and running. All right. Folks, on YouTube, thank you for hanging out today. Hope you had fun today. I really enjoyed going through the DC previews earlier, and Snap was still fun. Like I said, I might bitch about the game a lot, but hey, if I didn't still enjoy Snap, I wouldn't be playing or streaming it. So, still had fun with Snap. So, thank you for hanging out today. Folks on Twitch, thank you as well for all being here. I do hope you had good luck with your drops. Thank you again to all the raiders, all the new follows. Like 4 raids today. You know, like holy shit. Sorry, 3 raids today. But yeah, thank you everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we see you tomorrow. Cheers all.